Hey there, welcome to the Powerful Marketing Tips Podcast. We created this podcast for you, overwhelmed business owners who want to build, run, and organize their marketing for good. And here are your hosts, Marilise and Laura.
Hi, it's Laura here. So let's talk about time management. Hands down, it is the most common struggle that we have seen in our coaching clients. And it is also the number one reason why so many busy professionals feel stressed, anxious, unmotivated, and just unhappy about their work. Multitasking is detrimental to your productivity. And this is something that Marilise talked about in the previous episode called 4 Reasons Why Multitasking is Bad for You. If you missed that episode, then go check it out and then come back and listen to me. Anyway, moving on to today's topic. Let's get one thing clear. There is no such thing as time management. We cannot manage time as it will always keep going regardless of our actions. But what we can manage is ourselves. So essentially, time management equals self-management. And as most of us really value things like flexibility and freedom, the idea of restricting or disciplining yourself can be very outputting, I know. But contrary to what you may think, having rules and discipline for yourself will actually lower your stress levels, increase your productivity, and also increase your overall happiness. Because when you put tasks into your calendar and simply follow your calendar, your mind doesn't have to multitask and frantically remember every single thing that you need to do. You will know that each task will be done in due time, so you will be calmer, less anxious, and if someone asks when any given task will be done, you can simply check your calendar and tell them exactly when you will be working on it. So today let's go through the 7 steps to effective calendar management. Step number 1 to effectively manage your calendar is to actually have a calendar. Really, right? But you wouldn't believe how many people don't use one, as they say that it's all in their head and they just don't need one. So I just had to include this step. It doesn't matter whether you prefer to use a physical notebook or an online calendar such as Google Calendar, just find something that works for you and then stick with it. Step number 2 is to effectively plan your calendar every week. Think back to when you were in school. You had certain lessons or classes at a certain time. And when the time was up, the bell rang and you had to move on to the next class, right? Well, the same principle can be applied to your professional life as well. So choose a time that you will use to plan your next week's schedule. For example, a Friday evening or a Sunday morning or maybe a Monday morning, whatever works for you, and then just do it. Step number 3 is to start filling up your calendar with the most important tasks first. These do not necessarily mean the unexpected tasks that scream at you the loudest or the meetings that other people want to book with you. Start by putting in the strategic activities related to your business's growth. For example, setting aside 2 hours every Tuesday morning to work on an upcoming product launch. Or, for example, dedicating every Friday afternoon to team building to make sure that your team remains motivated. Or maybe investing an hour every Thursday for networking. Think, what are those strategic activities that have to happen no matter what, and put them into your schedule first so you wouldn't procrastinate. Step number 4 to effective calendar management is to stick to the time slots that you have scheduled. So no matter how tempting it would be to do something else, just do it. If you're not able to complete in time, then schedule the next available time for finishing up. Or if you do complete, then don't forget to schedule the next time that you would need to revisit this topic. For example, in 1 month. This way, you will not forget anything important. Consistency is key. Step number 5 is to group similar tasks into one time slot, so you wouldn't have to jump from one topic to another. For example, you may dedicate your mornings to meetings and afternoons for planning, grading, and so on. Or if you have different clients that you serve, it is wise to do different tasks for one client back to back before switching to another one. Step number 6 is to leave room for unexpected things such as emails, calls, and also breaks and lunch. If you overbook your calendar, you will leave no room for breathing, causing you to start acting out of time again. When possible, always under-promise and then over-deliver, not the other way around. Step number 7 is to track your time, for example, with Total Track or any other time tracking app. This pushes you to focus on the task at hand, and it also enables you to analyze later how much time you actually spent on the tasks that you planned. If you see that you can complete a task in a shorter amount of time, you can plan better for next time. Or vice versa, if you see that you would need more time, then just schedule more time for next time. And that's about it. It can sound time-consuming and complicated at first, I know, but if you stick with it for a couple of weeks, you will already start to see much more clearly where your time goes, and also you will see your progress as you will have evidence on your calendar about what you worked on this week. So I wish you good luck and happy scheduling. Take care and bye.
That's all we've got for this episode of the Powerful Marketing Tips podcast. Make sure to link up with us at our free monthly international mastermind event. Just go to powerful-marketers.com/mastermind for registration. And one thing that would really help us and other new potential listeners is if you would rate this show and leave a comment wherever you tune in to listen. Until next time, take care.